Welcome back to the Pick Six Podcast here on CBS Sports HQ. Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders during the regular season, home of Super Bowl 58 on Sunday. Going to talk offensive line real quick, boys, before we get to Lee J's defense here. Who has the edge? All I need is one-word answer. Joe Tooney's going to be out, the left guard. That's a concern. Wolfpack sign there for our guy, Will Brinson. Brady, I'll come to you. Who has the edge?
Kansas City, it's slight, though.
Ooh. With Tooney being out?
Yes, Allegretti's played well in his spot, and the tackles have played better since they got into the postseason.
Lee J, what do you got?
I'm going 49ers because Tooney's out. I think Allegretti has played well. I think he struggled a little bit against Justin Madubuike, but he's an all-pro. But the tackles have struggled now. They played a little bit better in the playoffs. But Aaron Banks, the left guard for the 49ers, has not given up a sack this year. So I think you got to pair him with Trent Williams. I'll give the edge to the 49ers.
The right side's a concern, though.
Yeah. I'll go slight 49ers because the only offensive lineman I love more than Joe Tooney and Garrett Bradbury is Trent Williams.
All right, now, Lee J, you got your track shoes on. We're going to talk a little defense here. I'll let you take the floor here.
Okay.
Defensive line, going to talk who has the edge, of course. Nick Bosa on one side.
Correct.
Chris Jones on the other.
This is a lot closer than people most probably would think if you just look on paper at the two defensive lines. I'm going to get an edge to the 49ers. You talked about it, Nick Bosa. 10 sacks already as a 49er, which is most in the 49ers history. When you look at what they also have up front, Javon Hargrave has been a perennial Pro Bowler. They need him to have a big game this week. Eric Armstead, former first-round pick, has played really well as well. And then Chase Young has actually saw a dip in performance since he's come over from the Commanders, but played a lot better against the run in that second half versus the Detroit Lions. I'd say it's close because when you look at that team and what Chris Jones has done, like he's been a man possessing. George Karlaftis, double-digit sacks this year. He's been under the radar really good as well, but I give the edge to the 49ers.
Brady, what do you think?
49ers, too.
Brinson?
Chiefs have the best player, 49ers have the best line.
All right, Brinson, I'll come back to you. I'm going to let Brady talk with the DBs here because he has to throw against those guys. You're the linebacker of our Pick Six podcast today. So let's start with Fred Warner. And we have Nick Bolton and Willie Gay, but I mean, I think the conversation begins and ends with Fred Warner.
Yeah, Warner. I mean, I think you give the edge to the Niners here, Fred Warner.
Yeah. Well, Jay, you're just going to forget Drake Greenlaw?
Drake
Green, the guy? Yeah. I think the edge is the 49ers for sure.
49ers.
Yeah.
No Drew Tranquil shout out there?
No, he's played well.
He's played really well.
He's played well. Absolutely. In place of Willie Gay. And look, again, don't underscore the linebacker play for KC has been good.
Yeah.
But still, Drake Greenlaw and Fred Warner are two of the best.
You talk about a man possessed. Drake Greenlaw is playing, as our buddy Rick Spillman says, like his hair's on fire. All right, Brady, I'll come to you because you got to throw against the DBs here. Trent McDuffie, that draft class was insane 2 years ago for the Chiefs. Justin Reed, L'Jarius Sneed, Travarius Ward,
Williams,
who played on both sides. Josh Williams, Fayetteville State.
Watson, too. You can throw him in there, Jalen Watson.
And Deshaun Gibson. So who has the edge?
KC. I think they can do more defensively, and you don't have to have as many concerns. They can match up. L'Jarius Sneed can match up with Brandon Ayuk. You can put Trent McDuffie on Deebo Samuel in the slot. I think Steve Spagnuolo probably feels more comfortable with the way this roster matches up with what they're going to see from San Francisco, and really the way they've looked all year long. The strength of their team's been up front, and their secondary, and the way these two have really played together. So I think it's hands down, at least what we've seen, too, in the postseason thus far, Kansas City. San Francisco's been thrown on. They've had a lot of issues, man.
I was just going to say, and shout out to Brett Veach and Andy Reid, too, and the entire front office, because you trade Tyreek Hill. People were talking halfway through this season, did the Chiefs lose the Tyreek Hill trade? No, they won a Super Bowl, and they're back in another one, and they built this defense on the back of this Tyreek Hill trade.
That brings us full circle. Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, when you look at the secondary, I'll take it one step further, Brady. I don't think they just have the edge in this. I think this is the best secondary in football. When you look at Trent McDuffie being an all-pro, I think L'Jarius Sneed should have been an all-pro, too. I mean, he didn't give up his first touchdown, Brady, to that divisional round game versus the Buffalo Bills, and then Watson coming in and Williams coming in at corner when McDuffie slides in, and then Justin Reed, I mean, he's like weapon X for them on defense. He's able to line up, midfield safety line up in the linebacker position. Brady, they put him on the edge sometimes, so he does so much for Steve Spagnuolo's defense. I thought he played at a Pro Bowl level as well, so I don't even think this is close. I think they have the best secondary in football.
And that brings it full circle. Steve Spagnuolo, best defensive coordinator ever. I thought producer Lucas was joking. We're going to take a quick break, and in honor of our guy John Breach, we're going to talk special teams. All right, we'll do that next, producer Lucas, right after this.